Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine. Welcome back to the discussion of chapter 6 from grade 6 CBSE, and the name of the chapter is Who I Am. So guys, as we all know, we all are different in one way or the other. We've got different personalities, we've got different goals, different dreams, and in India, we do acknowledge that we have diversity, but still there is unity. So this story tells that everyone has something special in them, and they're very unique in their own ways. They have their own goals because they aspire something, they desire something, they need something. And definitely today we are going to study about 6 different people who are very unique in their own way and what do they wish to aspire and be in their life. So this is part 1. Many voices. So let's get started with Radha. So Radha is a girl and she says, my favorite activity is climbing trees. Just outside our house, favorite means most like. Climbing means going up. Just outside our house, there is a guava tree which I love to go up. Its branches spread out. Spread out means open up. So it is simple to climb up the tree and I can sit comfortably in the fork of 2 branches. Now here fork basically means the section that is created like this kind of an arrangement that's made by the branches. My mother tells me it is not sensible. Sensible means it is not responsible for girls to climb trees, but one afternoon she climbed up too, and both of us sat there talking and eating raw mangoes. When I am high up in the tree, I feel like I can rule the whole world. So I'll write fork up, which means like this, bifurcate, split. So here we're going to talk about Radha, who happens to be a girl who likes to do daring acts like climbing the trees. And she says just outside her house, there's this guava tree and she loves to climb that guava tree. It has its branches that are coming down and they're widespread up. So definitely it's very easy for her to catch hold of those branches and climb up the tree and sit comfortably, by adjusting her in the bifurcation part of the tree where we have 2 branches coming together and you can sit with ease. However, her mother tried to explain her and stop her that you shouldn't be climbing trees, and it said that it's not sensible and good for the girls to do all these things. But one afternoon, even her mother, she too means even her mother climbed up with her, and both of them, they sat there and they ate raw mangoes there. And she says that how does she feel when she's high up on the tree. She says that, climbing trees is one of my favorite thing to do and I feel like I'm the top of the world and I could rule the whole world from here. Let's see what Nazir has to say. Nazir says, when I grow up, I want to become a seed collector. We have cotton fields in our village and every year my father spends, which means to pay for, a lot of money on buying new seeds to grow our cotton plants. My grandfather told me that many years ago he could collect the seeds from his own plants which he could sow, which means which he could plant to grow new plants during the next year. But today that doesn't work. So we have to spend money to buy new seeds every single year. I want to find out. Find out means I want to discover why that is so. I want to learn how to preserve, which means how to conserve. seeds so that we can use them again and not spend money every year. So Nazir says that once he grows up, he wants to become a seed collector. And when asked why, he says, my family here has cotton fields, and every year my father spends a lot of money from his pocket to get new seeds to grow the cotton plants. But if I talk about my grandfather, he once told me that many years back, he didn't have to go to the market to get the seeds. Rather, he managed to get some of the seeds from the plants that he had grown, and he would preserve them for the next year. So that means he wanted to stop his expenditure and use his grandfather's technique. So the seeds that his grandfather used to conserve, they were used to grow new plants, and the seed also wants to search the ways, come up with new ways to conserve, preserve seeds from the crops that are already there in the field, so that they don't have to spend more money and they'll end up saving a lot of money. Now Rohit, if I had a huge amount of money, I would travel and travel. I want to see the mountains of New Zealand because they looked beautiful in a magazine picture. I wish I could sail, this is sail, I could sail down the Amazon River in South America on a raft. Raft, what is a raft? It's a flat floating boat. And I want to live on the beaches, which means seaside, or you can say shore side of Lakshadweep, and dive down the sea coral. And he wants to get or jump down the sea corals. I suppose I should go to Konark Temple in Orissa, or the old city in Belgium. This is of Beijing in China. And the pyramids, these are the pyramids in Egypt too. But what I actually enjoy is seeing nature more than old things. Now here, our very own Rohit talks about what he wants to do in life. He says that I want to earn a lot of money. I need a huge amount of money because my ultimate goal is to travel. I have the passion for traveling, and for that I'll need big amount of money. So where all does he wants to travel? First of all, he wants to see the mountains of New Zealand because he happened to look them in the magazine and they look beautiful there. He also has a desire to sail down the Amazon River, which is in South America, and then he wants to live on the beaches of Lakshadweep. He wants to jump. Dive basically means jump down the sea coral. Coral is a plant or an organism which lives in the symbiotic relationship, and they are also responsible for cleaning the water body. So I suppose I should he also wants to go to Konark Temple, which is in Odisha, wants to visit the old city in Beijing, that's in China, and also wants to pay a visit to pyramids in the Egypt. So then he says, apart from all this, you know what? I'm more inclined towards the nature, beauty, than going around and seeing beautiful old buildings. I don't mind going there, but definitely I'm more inclined towards the nature. Now let's learn about Sarupjeet. What makes me very angry is when people don't believe me, when I'm telling the truth. For example, if I tell my teacher that I couldn't do my homework because Ravi borrowed means to take, borrowed my book and forgot to return it, or I tell my parents that it wasn't me but my little brother who started to fight, or if I tell my teacher that I really did study for the test, even if I've got bad marks, They all look at me as if they think I'm telling lies. The look on their faces really angers me. Sometimes I have to look down at my shoes and count to 10 so that I do not show that I am angry. Now, Sarupjeet has an interesting story to share. Now, he says that something that annoys me a lot is when people show disbelief in me, when they don't trust me. Even if I'm speaking the truth, sometimes people barely believe in me, don't just trust me. So he gives an example. He says most of the time I'm not lying, but they think that I am making excuses and I'm lying to them. For example, he says, if I tell my teacher that I wasn't able to complete my homework, it wasn't my fault. It was just because Ravi took my book and he didn't return it later. He forgot to return it. Or even if I talk to my parents and tell them that, when there was this fight going on between me and my little brother, it was my little brother who started the fight, not me. Or maybe if I tell the teacher that I worked very hard for the test but couldn't score well. All these instances, they look at me and don't believe me. They feel that I am lying to them, maybe my teacher, maybe my parents. And then I get really angry, really furious. And in order to control my anger, the best thing that I've come up with is I look down at my shoes and start counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, and so on. And because I do this because I don't want to show anyone that I am angry. The reason is that you're not believing me. I am true. I'm telling you the truth. Dolma. When I grow up, I'm going to be the Prime Minister of India. People always laugh when I say that. But I'm sure that I will do it. Everyone in my class asks me what to do when they have problem. And my teacher always trusts me when something needs to be done in school. I want to make things better for everyone. I want us to have good hospitals and roads and schools. I want to make sure that there are many good scientists in India who will invent cures for diseases and send a spaceship to Mars. So here Dolma wants to be a prime minister. Look at her. She wants to be popular. She wants to help everyone and improve the condition that everybody is in as of now. So whenever she shares her aspiration, her dream, her ambition, people laughed at her. But she was sure that she is going to achieve it. She is ambitious. She believes in herself. And she tells us to why does she want to become the Prime Minister. She says, everyone in my class is looking for help. Whenever they're looking for help, they approach me. Whenever they are stuck, they ask me for solution. Even if I talk about my teacher, she shows so much trust in me that whenever something needs to be done in the school, there's something that needs to be done, she definitely trusts me. And she says, apart from all this, that I help people around, I also want to do good to the people. I want to make good schools, good hospitals, roads, improve the condition of other institutions, and also make sure that we've got quality of scientists, very good scientists in India, so that we can get cures for the diseases and, of course, send a spaceship to Mars to study that particular planet. All right? Today, let's learn about Peter. My favorite day is the second Sunday of every month. On this day, our whole family always goes to the cinema hall to see a film. My father gets the tickets in advance, which means beforehand. And all of us My grandmother, my parents, my 2 brothers and I take the bus there. In the interval, which means in the gap or in the break, my father buys us peanuts, and I love to sit in the darkness of the hall, eating and watching the film. Afterwards, we always stop to eat ice cream. Everyone is in a good mood, and we all feel very lucky that we are such a happy family. Now, Peter tells that I enjoy the second Sunday of every month. And why is it so? Because he gets to spend quality time with his family and enjoy doing what he loves to do. And what does he like to do? He gets that day out, he spends it with his family, goes out to watch a film. His father already gets the ticket for them beforehand and informs them. Then all the family members, grandmother, parents, his brothers and himself, they take a bus, reach the destination, which is the cinema hall, and during the break time, his father gets them refreshment like peanuts, and he enjoys eating the peanuts in the darkness of the hall while he's watching the movie. And he also tells that once the movie is over, the film is over, that's not the end. We get to stop at the ice cream stall and eat ice cream. So definitely this is enough to cheer up everybody's mood. We all stay happy, we are in a good mood, and I feel very fortunate, very lucky to have such a happy family where all care for each other, are loving, affectionate, and we get to spend quality time. So that's all for the session. In case you liked, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.